folks in recovery have some good news. Fresh Start Sober Living in Bangor has available rooms in male and female houses. The organization offers housing and provides a supportive community to their residents who are working toward lives without addiction. As it's rare for an organization to have several openings at one time, Fresh Start is putting out the word. Fresh Start's intake coordinator, Ken Hutchings, says applicants shouldn't waste time.
We try to help people that want to help themselves and that want to get help. If there's people out there that are interested in coming into sober living, the best thing to do would be to apply because they don't last long.
And for information on Fresh Start Sober Living, you can find a link to their website and additional details on our